Okay, good morning everybody. I have Mr. Wilde with me. If you're new here, Mr. Wilde is from the Wilde. He was, I brought him here straight from a meat seller's crappy location. Momo's yelling out. And he's been here for the last couple of years. Now, one of his issues is vehicles. And he's afraid of them. And the problem is he's afraid of this tiny little gator. Right? But yesterday when we did the ball thing, I left a big mess in the back here. So I want him to come take a look. That's enough. Come on, big guy. But when I start this thing up and go to drive it around, he'll take off. So what I want to do is I want to use the stuff in the back to have the same, or I want the stuff in the back to have the same effect that it does on all the other horses where they go and check it out. Look at all the draw he's got. So the psychology of this, because we always want to be understanding what we're doing to horses. We're putting them in our own environment with our own things. We've got these loud vehicles that move around and they're magic and all kinds of stuff. Hey, buddy. Where's he going now? Where are you going? He says he likes the ball. It's still down. I didn't put it back up yet, so he's probably thinking he wants to go and play with that a little bit. So the idea here is that I'm going to use the yummy num-nums of this grain and leftover sort of molasses that's still in there as a draw. I want him to think about this gator as his best friend, like the other horses do. In fact, Luke's got a really great story. He was at a place not far from here for a little bit, a short while I transitioned between one place and this place. And they use a gator all the time to feed. So all the horses chase around the gator because it's full of hay. They dump the hay out in the field and stuff like that, and the horses go get it. So nobody's afraid of the gator, and that's a really good thing. I don't want them to be afraid of stuff. In the environment that we build for our horses, we really want to be able to make it so that they feel comfortable, not afraid. So we're going to sort of play with this. And this is kind of one of those cases where using food isn't a cheat, because I want the whole gator to be a draw to him. I want it to be no different than if I put out a bale of hay. Would you know, the bale of hay is the draw, you know, the thing, or the whole barn is a draw, you know, so you wouldn't be afraid to go inside because there's food inside of there. Otherwise horses generally don't go inside. You always want to play, don't you? You always want to play. Hey, side story. I met a gelding the other day, and he's kind of like this guy. Just playful, you know. I'm not saying I'd encourage this for anybody to do. In fact, I kind of said, I want to discourage it, but how do you discourage it and whatnot. But generally, these playful geldings, primarily geldings that this happens with, they just want to play. They just want to interact. They just want to play. Mostly, I mean 90%, easily 90% of the time, they just want to goof off and play and say hello and whatnot. They're busy, they want to go do something. So he's just kind of saying to me, can we move on, can we move forward, can you please stop talking, or whatever it is you're doing, you weirdo human. And he'll come up and talk with his mouth like that. So a lot of times I will just talk back with my own hand, and I find it a good thing overall. A good thing overall. Not that it can't turn bad, but overall it's a good. So okay, let's get on with this. Right, buddy, we gotta go. We closed the gate already. The other gate's closed. The ball's still down. You ready to get chased around a little before you chase me around? The goal is to have him chase me like the other horses do when I'm in the gator. So when the gator shows up, they're like, hey, it's the gator. And it's looked at as a thing that is good. What are you bored? You're bored. What would you like to do? Nom 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 nom. See, there's a big section inside of the horse's mouth that they can't chew on you on. You see that? It's called the bars of the mouth. And they can't chew on you. You can put your finger in there, you can put your whole hand in there, and they just can't get you. They can't manipulate. I'm not saying go ahead and do it. There's a whole section in there that is no problem. So it's kind of fun. Right? We play. But he's my horse, so I get to do it. Would I do it with other people's horses? Not really, but I would teach people to consider the idea, because the general reaction is to hit and whack them and teach them a lesson. I don't know where you're going. You're still attached to me and I'm attached to you. Oh, new angle. New angle. So, okay. What do we see? Nothing. That's it. Let's get in the gator and see how this goes. I'll take his halter off first. Later, buddy. Okay. So let's drive over to him and see if he'll stay. He won't. Get over here, you knucklehead. I got some food for you. So you see how he just runs away? But if we use careful practice of how to cut a horse. Okay, there he's turned towards us. So that's good. That's what we're looking for. Now, we're back up. Making sure to slightly cut off his drive line. Not a lot. Alright, let's see what he thinks. We'll get ready to put it in drive. He's still stanced backwards. See, he's still awkward and stiff. He's blinking though, and his ears are moving, so that's good. His nose is sniffing. He's thinking about it. I'm going to switch to drive because the clunky sound makes a noise that worries him. So this is just a mixture of some, I think it's called like a 12% grain, and then all the molasses that's all over the back with some old hay from, here he comes. There we go. This might not take long at all, you know. It might be one of those activities that just takes just a short time. Horses are smart. They can figure stuff out. But I'd like to get him chasing me. I'd like to get him trotting along behind me like the other girls did in the last video I did on this. He's still coming. He says it tastes good. I like it. Let's see. Gets a little worried at that sound. And even though I use this thing practically every single day to feed the horses, right? But the other psychological thing that we're thinking about here is that we're having him chase the trouble. So if you've got a situation with a horse that doesn't like a thing, then you'll have them sort of follow the problem. You might have to kind of lead them through. This is sort of leading. This is just leading, not on a halter or a lead, but leading through the draw of food. And meat, hopefully meat, a little bit of meat. Oh, he's mad now. Look at him go. Okay, let's go get him. I mean, he's still worried. You can see him run off. Sure looks good when he's running though. Now I'm just lunging him. We gotta cut him off. There we go. Okay. So we'll turn this way a lot. And I'm gonna invite him back. And see what he says. It's kind of a noisy exercise, isn't it? So we'll let him come all the way up. Let's pet him. Say, good boy. You really braved that. You're a big horse today. Right? A little bit of reassurance can go an awfully long way. And we should always be trying to do that a little bit. You know, or a lot of it. Alright, let's make a turn. Otherwise I'll hit the fence. He's gotta make it. He's gotta keep coming. There we go. That's good. go. We got him at a pretty good speed so far. He's thinking about hanging around. Oh, he's going to go over to the ball. He's going to discover that there's nothing really left on that thing. Not as good as the gator. Oh, there he comes. Good boy. All right, come on. It's not an easy exercise for him. Other horses, I'd be toast. If I put Luke in here, which actually could be a bit beneficial, I could bring in another horse to sort of encourage him to be braver, I guess you could say. All right, he's run off on us. Let's go get him. He's squared up. Okay, let's pass by him sideways and see how he manages. Hey, big guy. Oh, he's squaring up still. He doesn't want to handle us sideways, which is quite normal. He's scared. There. Let's leave it there for a second as it curls around. He's thinking about it an awful lot. All right, let's go. So the idea is to get him to look at this gator and say, I think I like that gator. It's pretty nice. He's never run into me. He's never hurt me. He has some tasty num-nums in the back. I think I like gators now. I don't know what experience he has in his past. He might have been chased down by an ATV or a side-by-side. Sometimes food is just not enough of a draw. Because he's not hungry, right? I mean, horses here get food all the time. So I don't actually have that benefit. If I let him not eat all day or something like that and then brought this thing out, I'd probably have more luck. But that'd be just out of survival instincts. He's so mad. This sucks. This game is stupid. Is he gonna roll? Should I let him roll? I should let him roll first, shouldn't I? Is he gonna roll? What is he doing? Yeah. There we go. Flop. That was a pretty small roll. So, we gotta keep going. I don't want him to leave, so I'm just gonna pause briefly. Oh, too much. That's good. Come on, buddy. He won't make it. He says, I'm not putting my head in there. That's crazy talk. Come here. Good boy. Touch. One more step, you knucklehead. One more. Go get some food, man. Go get it. Sometimes these fears, you just leave them in a little bit too long. And it just become a little bit harder to get over. Let's go forward a bit. Pretty good. Oh, he stopped. All right. Okay, so that's good. He's making it. All right. I'm going to turn the engine off for a second. I think you'll have a little more courage to come up with it off. And then we'll turn it on. Good. That's good. Usually, sometimes this trigger would be turning it on. Off we go. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. Yes, you're a big horse today. Come be a bigger horse. Oh, we've got progress. Okay, let's cruise around. Let's see how he does. That's really good. He doesn't want us behind him yet. So we want to solve that problem. We'll have him follow more. Good boy. Bump. Thanks, buddy. You're the best. Let's go. Still worried. But we'll solve that. Oh, give up. You know what the really cool thing would be? Is that if he kind of crossed in front of me and cut off my drive line, I would actually be really happy with that. Not always, but in this case I would be quite happy with that. Well, we've already got some progress. Get a little closer. Come here, buddy. Touch. Come on, touch. Touch. You failed the touch test. Come on. I used to teach my cats this. I would do a mouthing action like that. I don't know if it just comes naturally to him because he's so funny with his mouth kind of idea, but cats would love it. I think horses and cats are a lot alike. Oh, good. We got it. Okay, so why do we want that? I'm going to shut this off so I can talk about this. Why? The rest of the gator doesn't taste good, buddy. It's just gator. So why do we want him to cut me off? We want him to cut me off and get in front of me because to a horse, being able to get in front of something touch means that he has some power to sort of stop or have an influence on the thing that's moving forward. If we stop and I just let him lick the whole gator or whatever he's doing, you weirdo, there's nothing, that's just he's essentially got molasses on his nose. He's rubbed it on the gator and now he's rubbing it off. Maybe that's smart. Anyhow, so I really, really want Touch, you look a little worried. You're okay. We want him to cut us off so that he thinks about being in front of the gator. So put it in neutral because we'll get ready to start up. One more. Touch. Thank you. And I'm going to reverse. Now I'd actually really hope for him to follow. Good. So now he's going to follow the front. There's no food here. It's just me. Let's back up some more. Cut him off. Good. All right, so now we're driving him a little. Let's present the food. And head forward. Now, with any luck, he'll also consider this a bit of a game, a bit of a playtime, because he's been allowed to cut me off. I've encouraged him to do so by leaving him, by backing up. You know, a little quicker. And that's where he gets a little lost, eh? That's where he kind of says, hey, so look at him come up. That's a good sign. I'll try not to crash into a fence while I'm trying to film and watch him at the same time. Alright, let's head around. Okay, same game. I'm going to pass a little closer. Well, look at him. You see that? So we'll stop for that. He says, can I stop you, please? Touch. Good boy. Yeah. Just keep relaxing. You're doing great. You're gonna walk around by your lonesomes this time? Give it a go? Yeah, gross. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye-bye. Good. Look at that. Oh, he's such a brave horse today. Oh, something caught his attention. Okay, so let's back up. Look at him. Look at that. Keep coming, buddy. Try harder. Okay, I'm going to leave a little. Yeah, I'm going to make a turn. We'll see what happens. Is he going to try to cut in front of me or back of me or whatever? Oh, he's coming up friendly and nice from the side. I'm a fan of that. Oh, I'll pick up a trot, man. Oh, he's so close. Okay, we don't have any space left. There, I'll let him cut me off. Perfect. A few more. And we're out of here. All right, let's go down a little quicker. Here he comes. That's my boy. That's my boy. Look at him go. Nice. I like that a lot. So we're making progress. Cut me off, man. Oh, he stopped. So I'll continue going past. So I'm leaving him now. He has to find a way to stop me. Same way that I did with him. Let's hit the ball. Oh, here he comes. Hey, buddy. Touch. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you. Now the ball's moving and everything. Okay, let's see if he'll come up to a trot again. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, let's give him some courage, right? He wants to come and cut me off, but he stopped. He chinched out on it. Well, here, man, you better try harder. How ridiculous of an activity is this? Oh, okay. We'll stop. Is he going to continue, or is he going to stay and not be brave? Okay. Later, man. Here he comes. This is where he could be thinking he's driving me a little bit. There's sort of that fine line between drive and draw that we sometimes see, where we wonder, is one horse driving another, or is the front horse drawing the one in the back? Let's let him get another taste. There you go, and leave. He likes it. But we're not just using the treats to draw him. There's some real psychology that's going on that works for horses. Oh, he cut early. You see how he cut early? So I'm going to reward that. Good touch. Good boy. You're a champ, man. 20 minutes of this and you're getting it. So that's pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy with that progress. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this on consistently. Touch. Good boy. Oh, you're sticky. You have a sticky nose. Conclude this without all the noise. I moved in the seat. Touch. Yeah, you're fine. You know, there's the combination of the food, but in the end, it's not the real wholesome draw that we're looking for. It's not a cheat because I want the whole gator to be a draw to him because it's such a drive. But the human factor of it, I mean, the continuous human factor of just being in this environment, having to put up with this gator because I'm lazy and I don't want to feed the horses by hand or something. He's got to be able to tolerate this, and to leave him every day sort of running away from the gator, I think isn't a good idea. So I've decided this week we're going to get this sorted out. Let's look at him. He's really persistent right now. He really got brave. Okay, we've escaped. But all of the techniques that we can use to continue to encourage the draw are there. Look at them come up now. Good boy. They're encouraged to actually get rid of the fear. You know, because the draw to the gator could be there. Could be there like it is for all the other horses. They chase the gator around. They love it. They think there's something to be had for chasing it down. But the fear is what stops him from having that draw naturally. So to get the draw a little more natural, we have to remove the fear. And removing the fear involves being, it means that we have to be really involved. We have to be part of the process by allowing him to cut off the gator, allowing him to come up sideways, also to sort of drive or chase him around a little bit ourselves, to say, hey, pay attention. This is an important thing. So anyhow, hopefully that's been a little bit interesting. I'm going to continue doing this, and I'll show you guys the results in a future video about how he'll definitely no longer sort of fear this gator, and instead he'll I don't know about be happy, but the fear will be gone. He'll look at it and think, yeah, there goes a friend of mine. You know, he might even be just plain neutral. He might see it and go, okay. And that would be a fantastic goal to reach. I wonder if he's going to come out one more time. He's thinking about it. Come on, buddy. Hurry up. He just goes the same. There's no change. Like a metronome. It's good though. He wouldn't do this before. So we've already just made progress with that. So good for him. Very proud of him today. Another fantastic bit of acclimation and a challenge for him as a horse that has that fear in him for whatever reason. So that's it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.